Hey guys, this is SeetherCord here, and welcome to my newest video for you guys today. For today's video, we're going to be discussing an interesting topic that was stuck in the back of my head for the past couple days, and that topic is known as, is the furry fandom becoming irrelevant? Now, the reason that I want to talk about this general question for you guys today is because of the fact that in the past couple of years, I would say from 2015 to 2020, we have definitely seen a huge influx of popular media involving the furry fandom. We're seeing a lot more of mainstream media outlets discussing furries. We're seeing a lot more stories and products being released that are pandering to the furry demographic. And because of that, we have to eventually ask ourselves the question is this fandom going to eventually peak? Are we eventually going to hit our spike as high as it can be, and then it's just going to be a slow fizzle down, and then we'll just become irrelevant, and there's not going to be that much driving force for the furry fandom in the world? So we're definitely going to bring that up today in my thoughts on that. So with that all being discussed and out of the way, let's begin with if the furry fandom is becoming irrelevant or not. So to put it plain and simple, in my personal opinion about whether or not the furry fandom is becoming irrelevant, I would say no. Now, the reason that I say this is because even though we have definitely had the past 5 years be super epic when it comes to a lot of furry-centered media, be it from the movie Zootopia and a lot of other Disney influential things that are pandering to the furry demographic, and hell, I even heard this one person tell me that Google is starting to keep data on furries to have certain furry products be pandered to us online. Now, that's definitely up for debate. That might not be a fully legitimate question, but it's something to definitely consider, and definitely shows that the furry fandom is definitely becoming a driving force in some ways. And I honest to God have to say, even in 2020, we're definitely still seeing quite a bit of influential furry media being released. A lot of furry YouTubers are still making a ton of subscribers. There hasn't really been a decrease of furry-like content on YouTube, and you also might have to consider the fact that the TikTok app might actually have helped the furry fandom actually boost up a little bit when it comes to influencing a lot more furry-like artists, be it from actual art design or fursuit making creations. So that's definitely helped made a lot of non-furries be exposed to furries on the TikTok app. Another thing to consider is right at the end of 2019 in Japan and outside of Japan in early 2020, we have to consider we had a really super popular Netflix anime series known as Beastars make its rounds within the furry fandom, being one of the most popular animes currently out right now, and that's a full-on furry-blown anime that's released at the moment. And Beastars right now is one of the most popular anime out right now, in my opinion, and it's a full-on blown furry-like world concept for an anime. Another thing to consider is, this might not sound fully relevant, but with the PS5 announcement, now if we look past the fact that a lot of people were making fun of the PS5 for looking like either a router or Doug Dimmadome, the owner of Dimstill Dimmadome's hat, we have to consider that the Ratchet & Clank series that just had an announcement of its new game on the same day as the PS5 announcement, a lot of furries and a lot of other people outside the furry fandom were bringing up the fact that a lot of furries went crazy over the undisclosed female Lombax character. I hope I'm not butchering that name. I haven't played Ratchet & Clank yet, but I know I have to. And oh my god, there was so much freaking artwork of that character hours after the thing was announced. Oh my god. And also there's this huge controversy about how a female Lombax doesn't have a tail, and it does in the game, and it's ruining my wild fantasies I had about this character, so please don't point that out in the comment section because I don't want my wild fantasies to be disclosed because I'm not gay. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here and we need to get back to what we were talking about. So yeah, definitely in terms of when it comes to furry-like media being released for the furry fandom, that's still definitely going strong. The next big thing that makes me believe that the furry fandom still has a long way to go before we become irrelevant is the fact that there is a bigger growing community of furries around the world. Again, I'm going to have to reference my past video from about last week talking about furries around the world, where I feel that in a lot of other countries outside of the US, there's definitely a huge spike and increase in furries being relevant within their community. Like again, I said South America is seeing one of the highest increased percentage of furries within the community being involved, and other foreign countries are having a huge influx of brand new furry conventions. Now, to be fair, we do have to consider the fact that the you-know-what thing has caused the conventions to get canceled, so we're not going to see a lot of furry-like conventions being influenced this year around, and probably early next year as well. But before that, and even after this whole situation will be over, we will still see definitely a lot of people wanting to go back to conventions and everything, and who knows, 2021 might be like the biggest year of furries if we're fully past this whole you-know-what thing. I really wish I could say what it is, but I know that YouTube's watching me like a hawk to be like, don't you say it, Seether. Don't you say it, or I'm going to hit you with that yellow demonetization button. Just you wait. I'm so freaking weird. But again, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are still attending these conventions every year, and they're just growing more so and more so over time. The last major thing that makes me feel like the furry fandom hasn't become fully irrelevant yet is the fact that there is starting to be way more people out there, be it on social media or be it on TV or just people in your own community of IRL life who are not furries that are saying they know what furries are, they are aware of furries, and they're like, oh, a furry, I know what that is, because back then, I feel like 10 or 15 years ago, be like the early 2000s, late 90s, whatever, being a furry was more of an underground thing that there would still definitely be some people that knew about and be like, oh, I like them, or oh, I hate them. But there's still a decent amount of the population that didn't know what they are. But now I feel like furries is now more so becoming a more so well-common thing that I would feel that the majority of people in the world now at least have heard of it before. So it's definitely a growing force to be reckoned with. So overall, I would say that the furry fandom, in my opinion, has at least another half decade before I feel like we're probably going to hit our peak with popularity within the whole realm of the whole world and everything. So the furry community is definitely still a driving force in the world, and we still are going strong, and we're just going to keep growing strong until we're going to eventually infest the entire world, and everyone is going to be a furry, and and having a fursuit is going to be as commonplace as having a smartphone. Just you guys wait. You know, Apple and Samsung and everything and Huawei, you guys be aware. Just be aware, you know, ditch the smartphones right now when you can and get ready to start releasing fursuits, because that's going to be the new main driving force of the world. Just you wait. And then the next thing you know, they're going to start, you know, tracking everything you do through Fursuit or something like that. They're going to get your data in your Fursuit. Oh my God. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up my video for you guys today on if the furry fandom is becoming irrelevant or not. How do you guys feel about the furry fandom state of popularity? Do you guys feel like it's increasing? Do you guys feel like it's decreasing? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you enjoy my content and want to further help out my channel, please consider donating to me on Patreon as well as my coffee. Also, make sure to smash that like button, turn on that notification bell, and subscribe all together. Make sure you check out my main gaming channel known as SeetherCord Games and my no commentary gaming channel known as Seether Chills. All of that will be linked down in the description down below. Again, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I have been SeetherCord, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Where's the eel? Hello, eel. How are you doing today? Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm gonna die. Oh my God, I forgot I had fucking running out of air. Hurry.